And today we're looking at Khuzani. It's a new reality show which will premiere on SABC 1 on the 26th of September at 5:30 in the afternoon. The show follows the life of Maskandi artist Khuzani Mpungose, whose song titled Ijele received over 1 million votes to win Song of the Year on Ukhozi FM earlier on this year. He's also the first Maskandi artist to fill up Moses Mabhida Stadium. So we have on the line the executive producer and director of the show, Mr. Legend Manqele, on the line with us. Hello, Legend.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm actually quite excited. Thank you for such a great intro around the Khuzani, because that's exactly what we want to show off, you know?
Listen, we always get excited when there's a production offering from you because you always deliver quality stuff. So we just as excited as you.
Thank you so much.
Tell us about the concept.
Obviously there's,
yeah?
No, I was going to say, obviously there's always a bit of controversy here and there, but it's always a joy to bring it to you guys, you know?
Controversy in terms of on-screen or the stuff that you experience behind the scenes?
Both. I think both. That's what
we love controversy on the screen. We love controversy on the scene. So tell us about this concept. Who approached you with the concept?
So, I mean, I never really get approached myself. I always sort of like look at what's relevant and what, people are liking right now. Because, I mean, reality shows are about the relevant, subjects that we often cover. So I have not yet done a nostalgic subject, but I've always just looked at what's hot now and what people want to see. So, yeah, that's it's. To answer your question, I approached Khuzani through a mutual friend, Ayanda Milanzi, who's ended up becoming the producer of the show.
Okay, so give us a brief rundown of the synopsis of the show, Legend. What are the different elements? What's the setting? Give us info.
Sure. I mean, look, the reality shows always take up, or my reality shows rather, always take up the same. If not the generic synopsis of someone's life, you know? I never really walk in there saying, this is what I want to see, because you never really know. It takes about 3 months to create a reality show, you know? We put focus on someone that we're interested in for about 3 months, and we start looking at some of those themes. Like, Khuzani's family is very important, and a lot of people don't know that. So we want to be able to expose that. He, at the time, and relevant to our times right now, we have to fix a lot of home before we move into the future, or a lot more into the future. So we'll be looking at Khuzani's life and where he comes from, who he is, and where he's going. So to answer your question, I think in a nutshell, that's it.
Okay, so Legend, we always have this argument in the studio. We're always discussing, because I love reality shows, and I often say there is no way they are scripted. Because there's some settings and some conversations that happen, you're like, there's no way you knew that this was coming, you know? Are reality shows scripted?
Reality shows are plotted, or our reality shows are plotted. I mean, you get scripted reality. That's more the Real Housewives format. And then you get like Survivor, that's scripted. You know, that's also a form of reality. But when it comes to a bar leader reality, it's more discussed. It's more, okay, our storylines need to unpack the following things that are happening in your life. And wherever we are, that then becomes the backdrop of, your life. So you could be performing. We know you're a performing artist. But what really happens behind the scenes? And maybe you're planning to get married. And so we marry those two worlds together, that whilst you've just performed to a big crowd, everybody should know that what's in your head actually is the fact that you're looking forward to getting married. So what does that mean in the context of getting off stage and living your life? So that's how we consider reality, and that's, I think, has made us successful in this genre,
Okay. So you set the scene, you don't necessarily script the show.
We understand the scene and we ask more for the scene. Or we ask more, so we understand the journey. So in the scenes that we find ourselves in, we ask more of that journey during whatever natural scene you find yourself in.
Got
If you understand what I'm trying to say.
So I understand it completely. So tell us what sets this show. You've done reality shows before. We've watched many of your reality